talking about today a song, my last song that I released, called New York State of Mind. I'm supposed to be releasing a new one probably next week or so. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about, what it's really about. New York State of Mind is really about the in New York, the hustle, the mixing of people and just like the life, man. Like, really getting the life, really getting, when you gotta work hard for it, you gotta hit them goals. That's pretty much what this song's about, just hitting goals and shit like that. So, yeah, man. Without any further ado, I'm gonna get into the beat, you know. So obviously, the first thing is the piano sample, which is the same sample from Nas's New York State of Mind. This is pretty much was inspired by that, but with a little bit of twist, a little bit of, do some extra things with the same sample he used. Did it a little differently. But yeah, here it is. Just this is pretty much a loop. I think his is a little bit different. I think the main chord, I hit it like twice. I think his was like, it was slow. His was like more slower. It was like, it took mad long for them to hit the key to like be released. And it was like this dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Mine's is like a little bit longer than that, Like he didn't have that, so and then there's different parts that it has like these little piano rolls that came from the sample. I don't know why he didn't use it, but this one for example. It adds something special to it. So when you hear it with the piano going, just use the piano to the best of my ability, trying to stretch it beyond the original Nas joint. So that's what it is. Big fan of Nas, by the way. Huge fan. I just did some like standard kick and snares. And then I had some closed hats mixed with some open hats. Combined together, the percussion's pretty tight. I think like the way the drums is and where the hi-hats is like it kind of has a jazzy vibe, considering with the piano gave me like a jazzy type of vibe with it. You know what I mean? Then I got this bass, bro. You know me and bass, dog. I'm like a big ass fan of bass. You know what I mean? So this is pretty much an 808 bass, but it's just like mad heavy and distorted. What the fuck? Why didn't I go? It kind of followed like the notes of the piano and like, cause the pianos are like very like grimy and dark. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder where the guy that made the original sample, like, what was his mind at? Cause this shit, those are some dark ass piano keys. And I don't even think this song ended up dark. It's like a lot of like old records that I sample from, or like everybody samples from. Like they just have like this one melody that's dope, but the rest of the song is just like, what happened? That's what hip hop. But hip hop is like, I guess, straight to the point. Why music of the old times, they did like a whole bunch of shit to like get you musically. You know what I mean? But yeah, turn up like the 808s a little bit louder, but like the piano is it's keys on the lower side of the piano, and it was just kind of like if I turned the bass up a little bit more, it would just like cover those keys, and I want those keys to be present. So that's what happened with that. Yeah, and the hook, I kind of wanted it to be like I didn't want it to be like a replica of Nas's song, so I had these lead synths. Kind of sound like a string instrument and some like weird synth, but it sound like what it really sound like some Martian shit. That shit sound like we in some outer space shit. You know what I mean? So it's pretty fucking dope, man. Like, I rock with this shit a lot. I like the sample a whole lot. You know, just spaced out, and that's me, man. I'm really when it comes to music, man. I try to create some spaced out shit. You know, even if it's the sample's not intended for that, just try to do it different. You know. Okay, then I had this James Brown like vocal in the hook. You know, James Brown is like very he complements hip hop very well. In fact, he made, you know, hip hop kind of what it is today, because he's just like I call him, like they call him the Godfather of Soul, but I call him the Godfather of ad libs, because he's just like his music is just wild. Like the way he just like gets on the track is just wild. It just don't even make sense. You know, sometimes I don't even know what he be saying in his records, but it's like he just brings that energy. You know, energy that cannot be matched. You know, so. Just like a little laugh. And then during the hook, like where the drums drop in the hook, I had this little. This is still a James Brown sample, and he just grunted. Together, you know, it heightens it up. So with my time stacking all the dollar signs, I state of mind, put it all on the line. My grind, cause I was born to shine. Begging down, fucking damn minute cry. So with my time stacking all the dollar signs, I state of mind, put it all on the line. You can stop my grind, cause I was born to shine. Begging down, fucking damn minute cry. With my time stacking all the dollar signs. It adds a little extra balance to the song and whatnot. So, you know, it complements a lot on the hook. Then I had some other samples during the verse. Another James Brown, a mix of like this other record that I do not want to talk about because it's rare. Same James Brown came in from the same record. Just some voice chants. Listen to me. That's James Brown. Added at the end of every 8 bars. So it's just pretty much like a loop. It just goes over and over again. You know, just add some extra. We sign everything, we don't ever. Keys to success, always hit the right chord. Yeah, we cut those sharp, live by the sword. If you ain't crime, please plan your escape. Fuck the jailhouse, invest in real estate. Villains open restaurants in every state. House, invest in real estate. Villains open restaurants in every state. We used to scrape, now we pretty much it with those samples. Not much to it, yeah. And then that's pretty much the whole song for the most part. The beginning it has two samples. I got it from a record, like from like a mixtape. They had this sample. It's a girl saying, "I'd like to take you out. I'd like to take you out on a trip to New York City." I actually don't know. I don't even know where the original came from. I just took it from the hip hop song.
We're gonna take you all on a little trip to New York City. We're gonna take you all on a little trip to New York City.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you all on a little trip to New York City.
You know, but I had like some delay on it, so that's why I took it up to make it a little clearer. And then I had the original Nas sample, him saying "New York State of Mind."
New York State of Mind. New York State of Mind. We're gonna take you all on a little trip to New York City. State of mind, put it on.
You know what I mean? So to me, that's dope, man. That's dope. You know, the collection of a whole bunch of different things, you know, minimized into one, man. Like that's what music is, just a whole bunch of small things and it comes together. So yeah, that's pretty much what all it is with this song. Played a little bit. Definitely some good support so far. Can't complain about the support I've gotten. Real good. But yeah, man, it's about the grind and the hustle, man. Go out and get it, man. You know, the world is yours. Go and get it, bro. That's what it's all about, man. Get to it. More for the track. That's about it. I produced it myself, mixed it myself, as you probably already know. But I am out, man. I got some food to eat and all that, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for joining in on the stream as I talk about this song and how I make the beat and whatnot. But I'm out for now.